Hey guys, G&G here. So today's article is on comicbook.com and it talks about The Legend of Zelda and what it has in store. It starts off by saying, even though it doesn't look like we'll be getting a port of Skyward Sword anytime soon, despite rumors to the contrary, Nintendo may have some big plans for The Legend of Zelda when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. The company got the franchise running in a huge way last year with the release of Breath of the Wild, which has become one of the biggest sellers, and it continued to keep fans pleased with the refined release of Hyrule Warriors for Switch. Sorry if I butchered that. Earlier this year. So, what's next? Well, one Eurogamer editor believes that the company may be working on the next Legend of Zelda game to arrive sometime next year. That's not to say we'll see something along the lines of Breath of the Wild, but we'll certainly see, well, some sort of release. While confirming the news about Skyward Sword not coming to the system, the editor, Tom Phillips, said, "As I understand it, Nintendo is keen to have a Zelda game launch on Switch every year." So what does this mean? Could the company have a surprise lined up for the year ahead? We did run a story last month in which the next game in the series is coming sooner than we think. More than likely, the next entry in the series could be a port of a popular release. Nintendo has been prone to doing that, as it produced the Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U before that system was discontinued. As for what we could see on the Switch, it could be either of those games, among other possibilities like Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, both of which came to the Nintendo 3DS, or possibly even something new, like a console port of A Link Between Worlds, which struck a huge chord with audiences a few years back on the 3DS. Nothing is confirmed yet, and Nintendo hasn't said a word about what its plans are, so take this rumor with a grain of salt. However, keep in mind that the Game Awards are happening this week, and with that, the company may have a surprise or two for us. Look at what it did last year with the Breath of the Wild DLC and the announcement of the Bayonetta games for Switch, including the third chapter. This is a pretty interesting article. It does suggest that Nintendo may possibly be coming out with a yearly release for a Zelda game. That information is huge. I think a yearly release will really help that franchise and definitely has enough fan base to keep it going every year, if they can keep it solid, that is. With a game like Zelda, I think it's going to be kind of hard to get that depth and replayability having a release every year. But I could be wrong. What do you guys think? Do you think that Nintendo should be bringing The Legend of Zelda every year, a new game? Do you think it will water down the experience at all? Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to join that G&G squad. I upload daily and I vary the content. I usually cover different articles about various news that's coming up, but I want to get back to some of the reviews. We'll see if I can get a review out here soon. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.